Listen, let me tell you something. Going to a Trump event, it's like a rock star. People
Yeah,
be losing their minds. I've never seen nothing like that
yeah,
before in my life. It don't matter if it's small, it don't matter if it's large. People be camped out like it's fucking Woodstock, bro. Like
yeah.
it's crazy. And I'm like, this is, you know, people are treating him like he Michael Jackson or some shit, bro, when he come into town. It
Well,
literally is insane. I've never seen nothing like that before in my life. And it's like his legend is getting bigger and bigger. The worst thing that they could have did, they should have got him. If they was gonna get him, they should have leveraged every resource. It seemed like they did. They missed on the assassination attempts. They missed on trying to convict him and trying to get these charges on him and all of this other type of stuff. It just made all of those things that they did. It seems like it made him more bigger. It gave him a bigger legend. It just did. It's insane. I've never seen no junk like this in my entire life ever. I mean, you see
Like
the
Joe
type of numbers he
Rogan
did.
said it, like the Democrats made him famous by talking about him all the damn time.
yeah.
Yeah, they did. Every single speech she mentioned him. She talk about him every
They
single
got Trump
time.
derangement syndrome. They
It's
talk
free
about that man
publicity.
all day. Yeah, they said so in 2016, he got over $1 billion worth of media coverage. And that's what how much it would have cost for someone to have that much
I think
coverage.
he got way more than that.
That
I
that's
think he
what
got
they
way more than
tallied.
that.
I agree. I agree. But that's what they tallied. But that's because they keep harping on it and they think saying bad man orange is gonna make it bad. If you talk about something long enough, people are gonna start looking into it.
Some people, there are some people that you can't talk about because it's a lose lose situation. And I'm talking about like even locally. There's some people in my city that I don't like, but I will never mention them because then it actually it's a lose lose situation for me. Because if I mention them, then they get more visibility. If I say that I don't like them, then they get more visibility. And if I actually want to ever do something to them, then it makes them a martyr. So the only thing you could do is shut the fuck up.
But I didn't like that Michelle Obama said, um,
No, hold on,
oh,
Mika.
well,
You missing what I'm saying though. Trump is one of those people. You just don't say nothing because anything that you say negative about him, it makes him that much more endearing to the people. Michelle Obama got up there and she did the Barack Obama times 10.
yeah,
Oh,
And
I didn't.
she
that's what I'm
and
saying.
I'm gonna go over it tomorrow on the Millionaire Morning Show. But she
What?
basically, yes, she said
Yeah, it was
that
worse.
Listen to
people
her.
that vote for Trump are voting against women. She did the oh y'all misogynistic speech and y'all are against women. What Barack did, Michelle Obama got up there and just fucking threw the whole thing away.
Oh,
And I
I didn't
was
talk.
like,
Keep going.
What?
yes, she
But
did.
keep going.
And this is what I've been seeing from men. The more that they do that shit, the more men be like, "Oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna show you."
But not
The
only
more
did she do that, though, not only did she do that, she added on top of that saying, women. So if you have men that do that, just go in that booth and vote differently. So now she's promoting families to do this instead of
yeah,
going with what the head says. Right? So she's literally sewing in that feminism. Like, oh, if your man voting for this, vote this way. Vote this way. And I'm
men are
like,
getting
why didn't you
ag.
tell
They more angry than ever. Women that are associated with certain men are getting more angry. Like
yeah.
they are
Yeah.
more they
Oh, go
more
ahead.
engaged than ever before because they like, you gonna tell us what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe y'all tried to throw this. And now it's kind of like opening up people's minds because it's like, oh, you gonna put a superstar in front of my face and think that you gonna insult me. Every time that they mention Trump, the last time I think she was at that CNN town hall, and they said she mentioned his name at least 20 something times. She makes him bigger. You
He,
cannot
he's
attack
on
certain
her
people. You got it.
website.
Yeah, he all over her
Every
website.
single point she has right underneath is like, and Trump's point is that like
Oh, that
you can't
2025
escape
is
it.
under every point.
You
It's
can't
under
escape it.
Yep.
I'm like, why did she put that? One, it's a lie, and then two, you keep you keep drawing attention to Donald Trump, and you're not drawing attention to whatever whack policies that you have. You know,
Yeah.
but the
Some
men are
people,
seeing through it, and some women. But the
some
to
people
me,
you
they're
gotta leave them
sewing.
alone. Some people you gotta leave them alone because if you mention them, they get bigger, and if you go at them, you make them a martyr. Like the only thing you can do is just not talk about them. You just gotta block them out and ignore them. You just gotta
How
ignore them.
big? How large is the? What is she? What is her mom? Eight Indian?
Yeah,
Talking about Kamala
yeah,
Harris's mama.
Yeah, because I was just thinking she's catering so much to
Is
Black
it good?
Americans. Has she catered to them at all?
yeah.
Um,
She gave him 26 billion. She catered to him.
no, I mean in terms of acknowledgement.
It's really
Like,
good.
where are the Indian performers or the Indian
She don't need
politicians
to, cause
that
she doing it
support her? Where are the
economically.
Indian? There's no we focus just black, just
Listen,
black.
Cause you gotta
everybody.
talk black to
We
you gotta talk to
we have the
black people.
largest we have the
You give the
largest
money to the other people.
population of Arab Americans in America here in Michigan. What the Somali population is to Minnesota, the Arab
Hmm.
population is times 10 here in Michigan. Here in Hamtramck, we have the largest population of Arabs, Chaldeans, um, all of them people.
Hmm.
They are Trump fanatics.
That mayor y'all got just endorsed him.
He the mayor. It's a mayor in Hamtramck and it's a mayor in Dearborn. Both of them are hubs for the Muslim population and for the Arab population. They love Trump.
And if they
So
ain't
they
Trump,
are.
they doing
So
third
are
party.
they
They ain't doing
not?
Kamala.
So do you think that they're not a substantial enough market to be targeting, or you
Oh, they
think she knows
substantial. He
couldn't,
come here and he
she
do
couldn't
speeches.
target?
He speak to them directly. He go to their cities. Absolutely.
No, I'm saying with Kamala, like, so why do you think she's not targeting those?
I think that they just
Not those. I'm not
absolutely
insulting, but you know what
I
I'm
think
saying.
that they absolutely ruined. Well, think about it. I just think that her campaign ruined everything. This whole campaign, everything that's been ran from the very beginning has been botched. From Biden to Nancy Pelosi pushing Biden out, to Kamala Harris getting in, to her not getting the reps in, the canned speeches. It's a wreck. The only thing that she did right, the only thing that I could say that I can give her credit for is her debate. I think that she did decent during her debate with Trump. Other than that, everything else has been botched right down the line.
I don't even think she did good in the debate.
I sure don't.
I think she did good enough at that time.
I think she did. I think the reason why it seemed good is because nobody had heard her stump talking points, and those are the same talking points from that debate. Is the same point she's talking about now,
Yeah, that's
right?
why. That's what I'm
And
talking
then
about.
and
That's
then you
why I
have
said,
to, yeah, and then you have to look at too that then you have to look at too that it rattled Donald Trump to have to be are going back and forth with a moderator and trying to remember what she says because she talks a word solid 10 miles a minute. So now I got to remember your actual question or your actual criticism, plus debate these two. No, I'm going to be off. I ain't even going to lie, I'm going to be off.
I don't know. He cooked her
That's a
still.
lot.
Though.
I
He
mean,
still
Anderson
cooked
Cooper
her.
had to have cards just to remember what Kamala said, what the question was. Because, yeah, if you don't,
Yeah, I heard one little sound bite of Michelle in between, and I loved Michelle, but between how she looked real like Miss Westlake from the she looked real like I'm up here about to go. I don't know, just wasn't welcoming Michelle look for some reason. And then the little bit that I heard her say, I was just like, I can't do it because normally I'll at least be open to listening. But I couldn't, I haven't been able to really tune in to too many of these speeches anymore because one, they feel so strategic and so disingenuous. It just feels so like I don't even really care
Carrie's
what I'm
eyes been open.
on. Huh?
You know what? You know what
Carrie's
happened,
eyes has
Carrie?
been open and she can't shut them no more.
You
Uh-oh.
know
Mm-hmm.
what? You know what happened?
Come
You know
on,
why you
Carrie.
couldn't? You know what? You know why Michelle was so striking to you?
Why?
Because the Michael came out.
The strong black woman.
The Michael.
Well, and you know what else? I think
Oh,
Obama
man.
set her up for failure in my eyes because he said like I'm gonna get Michelle on
Mm.
y'all. So to me, for me, I'm listening or I'm looking for her to come in that kind of a way. And from the little bit I saw, that's what it felt like. It didn't seem
But
like
don't a
soft.
lot of black men be like that, Carrie?
What'd you say?
And I'm talking about, I'm saying, don't a lot of black men that are raised by, the single mama, they be like, oh, I'm gonna tell your mama. That's what it was. I'm gonna tell your mama. Because you ain't got no daddy, so I'm gonna tell your mama.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right? She knows who, look, they know who they're talking to. They're not talking to black people with sense, right? Because black people with sense either not voting for her or even if they're Democrats, they're not, they don't like her.
Mm,
They voted for Joe, but they don't like her, right? So what
mm,
I'm saying is, he knows who the demographics he's talking to. He's talking to those weak black men that he can get because they mama is their mama and their daddy.
You know what? Y'all, Anton might be right though. Like maybe maybe it is because my eyes are opening up and maybe that's why it's hard for some people to really be willing to open up their eyes. And I'm not even saying it so that they're pro Trump. Like this to me has less to do with being pro Trump and just more with being your own person and figuring out what you think you should do. There's a lot that comes with that because this is a bit disheartening. You know what I'm saying? Like people who I just thought I liked because now you start to do your research and all of that. So now you form a real opinion and then you start to form an opinion about how you used to be because you formed an opinion about them based off of something very surface level. It's a lot that you have to be willing to accept when you kind of open your eyes up, especially in this space of politics. So
I
maybe
don't
that's also
think
why
I've
I'm
never
comfortable.
seen I've seen people switch from Democrat to Republican. I've never seen a Republican switch over to being Democrat. And so
I can say
that's just
that.
me personally. I've seen a lot of people switch from being Democrat to Republican. I've never seen anybody switch from being Republican to Democrat. And that's just my anecdotal experience. But the other part of it is um once you see it and once you leave it and you start opening your mind and you start doing your research, you go down a rabbit hole and you can't turn that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start thinking about all of the times that you was programmed or when your family held you accountable, everybody got to vote Democrat and all of this stuff. You can't unsee it. You cannot turn it off. It's crazy. Like, and I ain't
Yeah.
even just talking
Mm-hmm.
about Trump and Kamala Harris. I'm talking about because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
dog, you can't tell me that men going into a women's bathroom is ever going to make sense in my mind.